Do you understand what's really happening in a woman's mind during your most vulnerable moments? This isn't about the physical act. It's a silent, psychological dialogue most men never hear. We mistake intimacy for closeness, when to a woman, it's the ultimate revelation of character. Her mind is evaluating truths yours hasn't considered. Today, I'm breaking down 5 profound psychological realities women experience during true intimacy. This is the wisdom schools never taught you. Welcome to Winds of Thought. For our dedicated community, your pursuit of wisdom fuels this channel. May you and your loved ones walk in strength and clarity. If you're new, like, share, and subscribe. Here, we don't chase trends. We seek timeless understanding. We explore the psychology, philosophy, and unseen forces that shape human connection. Let's begin. Truth 1. It is her ultimate gauge of emotional security. When a woman shares that profound closeness, she isn't just offering her body, she's exposing her psyche. In that moment, her silent question is, can I be defenseless with this man? You may think it's simple. She never does. Her biology rebels against it. Because intimacy without a foundation of safety feels like a violation to her core being. It's not about the action. It's about the meaning behind it. If she detects volatility in you, anger, fragile ego, unease, she will never truly let go. Her deepest instinct is to shield herself from a man who is ruled by his emotions. When she does choose to surrender, it isn't about passion alone. It's a form of deep respect, a quiet recognition of your steadiness, your restraint, your solid ground. In that space, she isn't submitting to you. She's honoring your self-control. That's what most men miss. Real authority isn't seized. It's entrusted through safety. But trust is just the base. What creates the magnetic pull? This next truth taps into the primal driver of all female attraction. Truth 2. It is her measure of your genuine power. Let's speak plainly. Attraction isn't a choice. It's an instinctual calculation. Women don't just experience desire. They assess its source. For her, intimacy is a subconscious examination of your dominance, your calm, and your unwavering presence under fire. This isn't about controlling her. It's about commanding yourself. Because when a man remains centered, assured, and powerfully calm even at the peak of intensity, he gives her something rare, certainty. The feminine spirit seeks refuge in the storm, yet yearns to feel its energy. When your masculine essence combines stillness with force, that's when her surrender becomes instinct, not negotiation. She isn't captivated by your form. She's responding to your aura of total self-possession. Your composure turns her inner turbulence into peace. This is why women are pulled to emotionally grounded men. Beneath it all, she isn't looking for flattery. She's searching for gravitational weight. What you're about to see next reveals why silent presence attracts more than endless conversation. But this goes further. Because it's not merely about power. The next truth completely changes the game. Sometimes the strongest man is the one who knows real connection isn't about dominance, but mutual offering. Every woman, whether aware or not, becomes a psychologist with a man. She decodes your tone, your silences, your breathing, your uncertainty. And in those closest moments, she perceives your soul. You believe she's reacting to your touch. She's actually resonating with your energy. What you offer in that space isn't just sensation. It's your authentic truth, your intent, your control, your genuine self. Women possess an innate radar for emotional falseness. If your voice says, I'm here, but your energy whispers, I'm acting, she will know immediately. This is why inner mastery outweighs surface-level bravado. When you are completely present, not desperate, not putting on a show, she feels secure enough to open up, not due to weakness, but because your calm gives her permission to feel. To her, this act is spiritual honesty. It's her saying, reveal who you truly are when no one else is watching. And when she senses that unshakable, composed presence, that's when admiration transforms into true bond. For a woman, a man who has mastered himself is the ultimate prize. But presence alone isn't the full picture. You can have the tranquility of a sage. Yet if she doesn't sense the contained heat of your desire, you're just another disciplined, nice guy. The feminine doesn't only want serenity. She wants fervor wrapped in calm. And this is where the next truth strikes. the central paradox of attraction. Truth 4. It is her longing for mastered intensity. Here's what escapes most men. A woman isn't drawn to disorder, but she is electrified by intensity under perfect control. This is why she feels a magnetic jolt toward a man who is calm, yet carries an edge, the quiet potency, the unspoken fire beneath his poise. That energy communicates. I possess the capacity to unleash, but I consciously choose restraint. And that conscious choice is what ignites her deepest interest. Because the masculine that can dominate, yet elects discipline, represents both potency and principle, the dual nature that holds her captivated. The ancients called this tempered strength. Modern thought calls it dynamic polarity. She's attracted not to your actions, but to the energy of your mastery over what you could do. This is why she is intrigued when you hold a gaze a moment beyond ordinary, when your touch is firm yet patient, when your silence is heavy with confident purpose. You aren't manipulating. You're communicating through supreme control. You're signaling she is secure, but never forgetting the nature of the man she's with. What we cover next ties directly to this. How control, silence, and subtle power forge unshakable appeal. So far, we've explored safety, power, presence, and polarity. Yet there's a final, deepest layer most men never grasp about why intimacy leaves a permanent imprint. Because beyond all test and tension, something ancient is occurring underneath, a fundamental transfer. That brings us to our final and most crucial revelation. Truth 5. It is an exchange of essential energy, not a mere transaction. This is a core layer most never reach. Intimacy isn't a prize to be won. It's a transfer of state. In that moment, two entire beings are negotiating safety, trust, and total presence. She isn't analyzing method. She is feeling the energy you bring into the shared space. If you're anxious, that energy contaminates the air. If you're calm, she relaxes into it. If you're powerful yet respectful, she senses both heat and sanctuary. This is the paradox of true polarity. The masculine provides direction. The feminine provides depth. When they merge, the experience transcends pleasure. It becomes remembrance. She isn't merely responding to your physique. She's resonating with the frequency of your entire being. And this is why self-mastery is non-negotiable. You cannot counterfeit energy. If your mind is scattered, she'll detect it. If your motive is selfish, she'll withdraw. But if your presence is pure, anchored, still, and intentional, she softens. Because for the feminine, intimacy isn't about what is done to her. It's about what is awakened within her. And that awakening only occurs when the man before her is utterly rooted in himself. That is the actual secret. When she grants you that level of closeness, she isn't yielding to your form. She's yielding to your discipline. This is why the unmastered man often loses her afterward. But the grounded man, she can't erase him from her mind, because he left a permanent imprint, not a temporary impression. So, what is the conclusion for you? It means attraction isn't manufactured in private moments. It's built in your energy long before them. It's not about what you do with her. It's about who you've made yourself. Master your inner state. Hone your intent. And your mere presence will communicate more than any tactic ever could. Let's get these likes up to spread this crucial understanding. You're part of the Winds of Thought community. Men who move with awareness, patience, and purpose. We don't seek external approval. We cultivate our inner world until life aligns with it. May you and your loved ones remain safe, strong, and in clarity on your path. 5 psychological truths about intimacy and the feminine mind. 1. Her tests are not criticisms. They are trials for safety. 2. Emotional stability is the real attractant. 3. She perceives your essence through your calm. 4. Master intensity creates irresistible polarity. 5. Genuine intimacy is energy exchange, not performance. So, stop questioning what women want and start becoming a man they feel profoundly safe around. Because once you win the inner battle, every outer connection becomes natural. Hit like to support this message in the algorithm. Comment below which truth resonated most deeply. Subscribe to Winds of Thought to stay aligned with men committed to growth, not distraction. Watch next. The most impactful thing a man can offer a woman isn't what you think. Once you grasp how true influence operates, all your relationships transform. Click the next video, because once you learn how energy communicates beyond words, you will never need to pursue validation again.